Hello and welcome to Prime News. Now a look at the headlines. Goa IIT on Prime Minister Modi's US visit agenda. HRD Ministry says 60-acre land not enough. CM says government locating 300 acres land, sports city land marked for AIIMS. FDA finds Goa dairy plant unhygienic, flies, cobwebs, wet walls, flaking paints, slippery ground all around. Gives 7 days ultimatum. Dairy says FDA report partly complied. Goa to expose Karnataka's double standards over Madurai. Karnataka exposed on Krishna Godavari water dispute. Goa's legal team on mission document search. Microfinance company dupes hundreds of investors in Bicholi. Investors panicked, marched to company's office, find office locked, claim scam worth lakhs. Mines Department to issue notices against illegal handover of leases. Major mining companies likely to be served notices from Monday. 53 leases identified. Maharashtra shines at West Zone Inter Badminton Championship. Lifts Shafi Qureshi Cup. Gujarat on second place. Goa puts good show, feels Goa Badminton Association. Now the news in detail. Goa IIT is on Prime Minister Narendra Modi's US visit agenda. The US will help the proposed IIT Goa Institute in the areas of research, creation of infrastructure and faculty exchange. The agreement will be signed during Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to the US set to begin from Monday. The Goa government had offered 60 acres of land that has been found inadequate by the HRD ministry. CM says IIT will come up either in Pedne, Picholi or Ponda.
Proposal for IIT and AIMS in Goa are in the materializing stage. Goa IIT proposal seems moving at a much faster pace than the AIMS. MOU for the Goa IIT figures in Prime Minister Modi's US agenda. Sources said that PMO is very keen for Goa IIT agreement, though land is still to be acquired in Goa. The Union Cabinet meeting this week discussed the HRD Ministry's proposal to make US mentor for the proposed IIT in Goa. The US will help the new institute in areas of research, creation of infrastructure, faculty exchange and other related issues. The agreement will be signed during Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to the US set to begin from Monday. Goa government had offered 60 acres of land, but the land is found inadequate by the HRD ministry. Prudent questioned the Chief Minister on the matter. He says government is identifying alternate land. IIT will come up either in Pedne, Bicholi or Ponda.
So letter maka already used because we didn't know how much area is required. They have now asked for around 300 acres. We are in process of identifying land which is available. So once that land is availability, maybe in few days, we'll be able to tell them which are the two alternatives, one or two alternatives. I have identified about 10, 12. Only we are trying to see that it is next to the airport or closer to the airport, closer to the railway, closer to a city. All those aspects are being checked. So IITs also we are thinking in maybe Perne, Bicholi or Ponda Taluka.
CM also said AIMS is coming up at Pedne over land earlier acquired for Sports City.
Pedne has been suggested for AIMS. Sports City part will be done for sport and part will be given for All India Institute of Medical Sciences. We have suggested, of course, after their search committee, land site committee approval, they will come sometime here, inspect and then approve. So part of it will be sport and part of it will be All India Institute of Medical Science. That is what we have proposed.
Bureau Report, Prudent.
Goa Dairy's production unit at Kurti is not hygienic. FDA team in a recent inspection has found gross deficiencies and shoddy affairs at Goa Dairy Complex at Ponda. Dairy's almost every section is full of flies, cobwebs, wet walls, walls with flaking paint, slippery floors and milk stored in an unhygienic condition. Department has given a 7 days ultimatum to Goa Dairy to comply with the directives or else the food license would be suspended. Dairy's MD says some directions have been complied with, some are yet to be complied.
Is Goa dairy milk safe for human consumption? Are Goa dairy products safe for consumption? FDA inspection has exposed the darker side of this milk dairy. Food Safety Officer's inspection report highlights n number of deficiencies in the Goa dairy Kurti unit. Prudent has exclusively accessed the report copy. This is what FDA has found out in Goa dairy in the inspection on 4th September. Ghee preparation room. No chimneys. Chimneys required to prevent steam from ghee kettle blackening the walls and ceiling. Ghee preparation room full of flies. 9 cans of ghee consisting 40 liters of ghee exposed to sunlight. Leakage in steam pipe. Ceiling needs immediate repairs as it is chipped. Ghee room full of slippery floor. Now the milk packing section, the very important one. Milk packing section is full of cobwebs, wet walls and chipped floor. Processing area. Ceiling is condensed. Cobwebs, only one insecticutor. 40,000 liters milk kept in open when it should be kept below 5 degrees Celsius. Temperature gauge of all tanks containing milk not working. Packing room. Dirty floor, cobwebs and wet walls. Sugar and packaging material stored together. Laboratory. Wet ceilings, cobwebs, wet walls, flake paint. Food Safety Officer has also drawn samples of pure ghee and pasteurized milk for testing. FDA officer had conducted this inspection on 4th September 2014. Department had asked Goa Dairy to mend their ways and file its compliance report. Failure to file compliance report would constrain FDA to initiate legal action against Goa Dairy. FDA had given 7 days time to Goa Dairy, or else they are going ahead and suspending dairy's food license. FDA in its letter had clearly mentioned that no further opportunity would be granted to Goa Dairy if it fails this time to comply their directives. Prudent questioned the dairy MD to know whether the dairy has complied with the FDA's directions, and this was his reply. He says some directions have been complied with, some are yet to be complied.
Routine visit असताना किती routine पे करना येते routine visit.
ओके आणि रिपोर्ट सबमिट केला तुम्ही?
होय routine ने ते चालूच असताना महिन्यान 2 महिन्यान बी तसे करणं चालू असतं ते. आम्ही कॉम्प्लायन्स करून सगळे हे केला सबमिट केला. त्यांच्यानी जे किती आमका सांगला त्याप्रमाणे आम्ही जर घेवपाक सुरुवात केली कंप्लीटली केले थोडे किती आता चालू असता. पाऊस रिगार्डिंग पेंटिंग बी आला ते आता पाऊस जाण रोखडे करतले नाही आम्ही.
Seems like Parrikar government has tightened its control over the Goa dairy following its inflating milk rates, lower milk price to the farmers and government's proposal to the centre for a second dairy in North Goa. With bureau inputs, video journalist Chetan Gavas for Prudent.
Goa government has geared up to expose Karnataka's dual stand in the Madai water dispute. Goa government has submitted before the Madai Water Dispute Tribunal that Karnataka is contradicting its own stand in the Krishna-Godavari water dispute matter. Karnataka had opposed water diversion from the Krishna-Godavari basin. But now, Karnataka is working on a project to link Madai's tributaries to the Malaprabha basin.
Karnataka is fighting water dispute with its every neighbouring state including Goa. Goa is fighting with Karnataka for its right Madai's water before the Madai Water Dispute Tribunal. After exploring many old documents and water tribunal orders, state government has found that Karnataka in Krishna-Godavari water dispute matter had opposed inter-basin diversion of water from the Krishna-Godavari basin. But in Madai matter, contradicting its own stand, Karnataka is working on a project to link Madai's tributaries to the Malaprabha basin.
In Godavari, Krishna-Godavari dispute, they said that these other states cannot divert the river water outside the basin. The very thing which Karnataka is doing in this matter, it is opposing in some other matter, taking aid of that particular principle of law.
The tribunal has allowed Goa to access those old documents related with Krishna-Godavari water dispute. A legal team of Goa government is on this hectic task of scanning those bulk of documents and find out relevant documents.
Tribunal permitted us to take inspection of the documents, directed Karnataka to give inspection of documents. So accordingly our team is there. In fact, there are 2 or 3 rooms full in Karnataka Bhavan with the records of Krishna-Godavari. They have several disputes, so all those records are there.
Karnataka had earlier demanded share of Madai water just for drinking purpose, but now it wants more share for irrigation too.
Today they have made an application for amendment. In that amendment application they say We want, instead of 7.5, we want 11 point something to divert it for irrigation purpose.
If Goa's legal expert team succeeds in tracing documents having Karnataka's contradictory arguments in Krishna Godavari, it would be a big boost for Goa case and a severe blow for Karnataka. Reporter Mukesh Kumar with video journalist Chetan Gavas for Prudent.
It's time for a short break. Stay tuned.